Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be doing a twin flame reading and energy update. So do keep in mind this is a collective reading, which means that I will be channeling into some of the dominant energies and messages that I'm able to pick up from the collective today. So if something does not connect with you personally, of course, just leave it here, always using your intuition as your highest guide through these readings. Okay, so I'm going to get started by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. And I do also want to say that if you would like a specific message from the reading, be sure to like the video and double check that you are subscribed to the channel, because by liking and subscribing, these are forms of energetic transference, and this allows me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so let's begin by diving into the divine feminine polarity, and then we will shift into the divine masculine. I'm really going to start by channeling into some different energy trends that I'm picking up on here for both the feminine and the masculine. Now, keep in mind, these energy trends can apply in many different ways. So they could apply to your internal divine masculine, your internal divine feminine, or some external person, situation, relationship, or connection. But dominantly, what I'm getting for the collective divine feminine is that right now is an era of healing for the divine feminine. I'm hearing that the universe is sending you whatever you need to heal right now. And of course, this could come in many different forms. So for example, you could be meeting or connecting with someone new in your life, platonically or romantically, and this could be the universe's way of healing a wound around love or being loved or relationship. And I feel that some divine feminines listening, you may have had certain things recently either seem to be entering your life or leaving your life that don't 100% make sense to your conscious reasoning mind. So it could be that a connection or relationship is having difficulty moving forward. It may be that on the other side of the coin, something has come in very quickly that, again, just doesn't quite make sense to the mind. And I'm feeling a divine feminine's guides here saying that if something is leaving or entering your life that doesn't really make sense, it's leaving or entering your life for the purpose of your healing, either because something needs to at least temporarily leave your life to create a sacred container through which you can heal more deeply, or alternatively, something needs to enter your life to facilitate that deeper level healing. So of course, take those messages as they do connect with you. I'm seeing the letters L and M. Those could be letter initials for someone. And of course, we have the Patience card. I accept that everything happens in divine order. The divine feminines are very much in this kind of void, particularly when it comes to time. You may be feeling as though time is both moving very quickly and very slowly at the same time. You may feel as though you've almost lost a sense of linear time. Time may not seem to move in a linear fashion anymore. And this is because the collective divine feminine has gone through a radical spiritual awakening. And through this awakening, the divine feminines have entirely detached themselves from any one particular timeline trajectory. And as a result of this, we divine feminines find ourselves in this very fluid, free-flowing state of being where we aren't bound any longer by the traditional limitations of time, space, and distance. Now, this also means that this timeline detachment opens us up to being able to experience what we sometimes refer to as quantum shifts in our life, where something seems to just take a sudden leap forward. To others, this may appear like it's happening magically or out of nowhere, but that's not really the case. It's all about energy. These quantum shifts are really just sudden alignment with a new energy, whereas for most who are still very attached to a particular timeline, it takes a much longer time to make these kinds of changes and adjustments because it takes longer, typically energetically, to make the changes and adjustments. And I feel specifically that for some divine feminines, there may be some fears surfacing around timing that may be attempting at times to pull you out of the present moment. And that's the greatest temptation to be resisted here as the divine feminine, the temptation to exit the present moment and enter the headspace, the complications and confusions and fears stored in the conscious faculty in the headspace. Because I feel that your life at this time, divine feminines, is becoming and holds the potential to continue becoming increasingly magical, meaning things come so into this fluid, beautiful alignment that to others, or even to your own human self, it might quite literally look like magic. But in order to tap into that flow state magic, it is so essential to remain anchored to the present moment. I wanted to say married to the present moment. This speaks to the fact, using that word marriage, that for many of you, relationships may be one of those subjects that has become very detached from the concept of time, where you might feel in some type of void, where you're kind of just feeling guided to live in the present and move with the flow of your life, see what the universe delivers to you, see what is magnetically drawn to your energy. I just keep hearing move with the flow of your life. And here we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook for this card here. You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. Okay, I can tell that's the line that we were supposed to get from the guidebook, because right as I read that line, I feel as though for many divine feminines at this time, there is some kind of specific situation, person, connection, something in your life where your heart wisdom is understanding something that the mind cannot grasp here. And this may be leading to a lot of confusion because you want to figure this out through the mind. And yet, again, there is this deeper level wisdom that doesn't seem to have necessarily at this moment a lot of concrete evidence attached to it. And yet, your heart knows it still, and you can trust that heart guidance, that heart knowing, but your mind isn't fully aware that you can trust the heart. So this can lead to a bit of conflict. I almost feel that in some ways, for the divine feminine, there may be a little bit of a collision at this time, or a conflict between the head and the heart here, between the head space and the heart space. You might feel yourself kind of floating back and forth between the two. And again, the key to finding your center of gravity and dropping into your heart is the present moment, is staying grounded in the present moment, staying present with how you're feeling, with your physical body, with your in the moment intuition, which, by the way, intuition only directs us in the moment. Yes, we can sometimes sense into futuristic timelines or past timelines in situations or with people, but even those senses that surface are delivered to us through the present moment. They can't be forced out into the future through future thinking. It's something that we just know deep in our heart in the present. So I feel that for some divine feminines, there may have been a lot of overthinking in the past or present, trying to kind of force your intuition to understand something about the future, to work something out. Whereas all along, this quiet, calm heart wisdom has been pulling you through the present moment in a certain direction. With the Devil card reversed, I feel that some separation here, a spiritual separation here, something that's felt out of alignment in the physical world with what your heart knows, is actually coming into alignment. So this could be a powerful connection or relationship from your life coming back. This could be someone new in this incarnation, but very familiar to your soul, entering your life in a powerful way for the purpose of coming together. And for some reason, I keep sensing divine feminine. For many of you, there is this very powerful connection spiritually to a masculine or a divine masculine here in the physical world who really longs for you at this time at a soul level, who wants to enter your life, who may actually have recently entered your physical life or will be soon, or is someone that you've been in a separation with in this lifetime, that there's been this mutual longing that's magnetically been pulling you together with this person. And yet, once again, with this particular situation, there is the sense that your heart just knows something about this masculine, about this connection that your mind doesn't understand. And at times those conflicts are coming up here. I keep seeing the scorpion. So something about this masculine and the physical may be difficult to read. This could even be someone who can come off at times as a little bit cold or a little bit distant. Again, just sometimes difficult to fully read. And yet your souls deeply know each other. So your hearts can read each other like a book, but in the physical world, sometimes you may get some form of mixed signals from this person coming through here that might spin your head into a little bit of anxiety or uncertainty, with the anxiety card coming out here in the upright position. But interestingly, this masculine coming through, I don't know who I'm speaking to here, but this is coming through really dominantly for someone. This person secretly is coming up as this King of Swords energy. So whereas in the physical 3D world, they may be very difficult to read, in actuality, this masculine is someone who is very much a leader, someone who's been thinking and planning and structuring out into the future of this connection. I almost see this person pretending that they're disinterested or trying to appear to be a little bit aloof in the physical world, but then in their heart, in their headspace, even consciously, I see this person actually really planning out into the future. I'm hearing long term. Whoever this person is, they want to be in this with you for the long term. And your heart wisdom may have been whispering that to you, divine feminine. Like, I heard someone, this is so specific, but someone, when you were around this person, you heard the words in your head, I love you, like telepathically, from this person, most likely in their physical presence, but this even could be just while talking to them in some other capacity, or just while feeling the connection to them, even in physical disconnects. But whoever I'm speaking to with this very specific message, when you heard those words, I love you, in your mind, you may have believed that you were almost like delusional, thinking, wait, why would I be telling them that I love them in my own head? Or like you may have even accidentally almost said that to this person out loud because it popped into your head. But your guides want you to know, whoever I'm speaking to, again, this feels so specific, but this was actually you picking up telepathically on a transmission from this masculine. So he was saying, I love you telepathically, and you picked up on that. Again, just for whoever that specific message is for. Now, with the card coming out here, the Nine of Wands. This card is technically reversed, but the fact that this card is showing up at all tells me that the masculine here has gone through a very challenging time in his life. He's someone who's seen a lot of struggle, seen a lot of hardship, possibly just seen a lot of the world or connected with a lot of people. I'm hearing he's a worldly person in the sense that this is a masculine who's connected very strongly with the physical world, whether that's because he's been established in a particular job or career, whether it's because he is older in terms of earth years than the feminine, whether it's because he has gone through a lot of heavy emotional circumstances in his life. And I feel that these life circumstances have made him into someone who is stubborn, but when I use the word stubborn, I don't mean it in a negative connotation. This masculine is someone who doesn't compromise on what he wants, but he also doesn't really actively talk about what he is going after. He plans secretly within his own mind and works on himself and works towards his goals in silence, and then they kind of just pop out into physical reality, which, by the way, many awakened divine masculine energies will behave in this way. And for some divine feminines, you may not be accustomed to this way of being. You may have connected with weaker masculine energies in the past, more unhealed energies that would actually speak a lot more throughout the process about what they were thinking about, what they were planning, before it was fully baked or fully ready. But for this particular masculine, he definitely has a leadership kind of energy where he works in silence and allows himself to do the work behind the scenes and then presents you with this like full picture, if that makes sense. Now take that as it connects. This could be him healing in secret, working on this full picture of himself, him working towards establishing himself in the physical world in some type of way that he feels he needs to in order to bring greater stability into your life or into this connection. This could resonate in so many different ways, but I do see that this is someone who, again, may have been worldly in the sense that they've seen a lot of the world or they've connected with a lot of people, but now they're very ready to settle down. They're ready to bring balance into their life with Angel of Balance. I'm also getting that this masculine, I hear them say, I'm tired of the games. So when it comes to dating specifically, this person may feel as though many feminine energies they've connected with in the past have not really been prepared to match their energy. I'm also seeing them almost like bored or disinterested with a lot of those past feminine energies, like they would go through the motions, but there was really no spark, no connection. For some of them, they may have believed that that spark could only happen when they were much younger and experiencing what we think of as young love. They may have thought that now, through the restrictions of being older, being into adulthood, they needed to focus on more practical things, and that maybe those practical things were blocking them out from being able to feel that kind of chemistry, that kind of spark with anyone the way that quite frankly, they've felt with you. That's the thing. You've shocked this person because you've made them feel divine feminine a kind of way that they didn't know they were capable of feeling any longer. I'm seeing someone like in high school, so I feel like you've made this person feel like that butterflies in your stomach, giddy kind of feeling that you typically feel when you have a crush on someone in early school years or high school. And in a way, that kind of terrifies them as well, because even if this is a recent connection or connection in separation, regardless of what's happening in the physical, this person is a little anxious about how strongly and how quickly they seem to feel about you. But also, once again, this is someone who really is tired of the games in the dating world or in romantic connection. They really want something grounded and real. And I keep hearing companionship. This person may be someone who's been very lonely, looking for someone to share their life with. But I feel this may be something that they haven't really yet vocalized. This masculine as well sees you, divine feminine, as someone who actually matches their energy. I'm hearing stopped them in their tracks with action in the reverse position. So something about you, either when they looked at you or saw you, I'm hearing someone's heart like skip a beat too. So I feel like that could have happened as well. There may have been some heart chakra activity. But again, this person does a very good job keeping a calm exterior, even while they feel like behind the scenes, their physical body and their emotions are absolutely going haywire about you and about how they're feeling for you. So I am going to reshuffle the cards here. It's very interesting because I didn't even officially prompt that we were going to be shifting into the masculine energy here, but he came up so strongly, whoever this is, on your energy, divine feminine, which tells me whoever I'm connecting with here, this person is really sending you a lot of thought energy at this time. They are thinking and feeling about you very heavily. So what else is this masculine coming through here thinking or feeling at this time? I just keep seeing someone like scheming, planning, looking absent-minded to others as they're really in their own head, coming up with a plan. And here we have the Sun card. This person, because this card came out reversed, it tells me that this person has been disappointed in the past. There may have been false starts in their life or times when they thought something was beginning to move forward. Now, you, divine feminine listening, may actually be connecting with this as well. You may have had some false starts romantically or in your life where you felt a lot of excitement in a certain direction. And it's almost like life has kind of worn the both of you down a little bit romantically, in the sense that it may have caused at least this person, possibly some divine feminines as well, to become a bit more cynical, a bit more jaded, to kind of want to close off their heart space a little bit more to new opportunities and new love. And that is the biggest obstacle to be overcome here between the two of you. It's almost like your souls are asking each other, with the Four of Coins upright, are you still going to be holding on to the past, to past patterns, past people, past dynamics in your life that weren't serving you, but that were familiar and predictable? Or are you going to open your heart space to a new opportunity that could bring that sun energy into your life? The Sun card really represents freedom, success, happiness, and I see so much potential here in this connection. I saw the number 2424 for a happiness that the two of you could actually share together. But it's almost a question of, are you willing to open your hearts to each other in spite of, with the Six of Wands reversed, the failures that you may have experienced, the rejections that one or both of you may have experienced in the past? And here, wow, okay, we have the Lovers card coming out here. So I see that the two of you really represent that Lovers energy, which that Lovers card is the most powerful romantic card in the deck. This can represent a twin flame connection. And I do see, because of all the mirroring here, for many of you, this may be a twin flame situation. For others of you, this card could represent a very high level soulmate. But the fact that this card is reversed tells me that this connection is still working on coming into balance. And the word trust keeps coming out here. Like, it's almost like both of you at a soul level are saying to the other, can I fully trust this? Can I fully trust you? Because there is that question of, are we going to be able to shift out from our past, to heal from our past and jump into this new beginning together? Or are we going to revert back into these old familiar past patterns and dynamics? Because here we have, don't let your past hold you back. And this is the South Node card, which is very significant for these kinds of cosmic connections. And what I'm seeing here as well is your meeting in itself, your connection in itself is highly cosmic, in the sense that I'm hearing it was written in the stars, which is a cliche way of saying that the two of you have written each other into your soul contracts. I feel that whether you've met this person in the past or you are going to meet them in the future or going to reconnect with them, I feel there is so much synchronicity, a strong feeling of deja vu around your meeting and all of your interactions, because at a soul level, you each recognize that this is a major turning point moment of your lives, with the Change card in the upright position, that you spiritually contracted to connect in this incarnation at this point in time in order to push each other into some kind of positive change, which I feel this change really revolves on letting go of past patterns and dynamics, and each of you allowing yourselves to trust the other, to open your heart fully to the other, and to embark on this happy futuristic adventure together. So, wow, very, very strong connection coming through here for whoever I'm channeling for. Of course, I'm really feeling with this reading, this may only connect with a certain group of people, so only take the messages if they do resonate with you. But if you are connecting with the messages today, I will be continuing this reading over on Patreon. So we will be diving much deeper into what the masculine coming through here is really thinking and feeling beneath the surface, because I do feel he holds a very kind of coy, strong exterior in this instance. We will also be channeling love messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. We will channel spirit guide and higher self messages for divine feminines, and any other messages or pieces of information that you co-create and co-manifest from that extended reading by tuning into it. So if you are interested in participating in that, the link to the Patreon reading is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and close the YouTube reading with just one final Rumi Oracle card. And this card is Divine Mother Manifests. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. O you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, this oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are being held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. That feels like a beautiful place to close this reading. Again, if you do want to continue with me to the extended reading in our beautiful soul tribe on Patreon, the link to that is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today, wishing you a beautiful day and beginning to your week. And I will connect with you here again in Wednesday's reading.